So we had a status quo in the league with the top 5 teams beating the bottom 5 teams, and we've still got South Hobart on top. The other results, Kingborough lost 3-2 at home to Hobart Olympic. They are real challenges. It's a real battle between you and Kingborough, Nathan, for that third last spot.
Yeah, we're only 1 point ahead of them. We've got a bit better goal difference, luckily, so if it does come down to goal difference, we look like we might be ahead. They're quite an unusual team. They're very unpredictable, so they might actually pick up a couple of wins in the next few rounds because they play the only 2 teams below them in the league, so it should be interesting coming into the last few games. You've
got the more difficult run-in, haven't you, Nathan?
Yeah, we still are yet to play the 4 of the top 5 teams in the next 5 rounds. We still have Metro coming up this week, and we'll be confident to go into that and get a win out of it and sort of stretch away from Kingborough if we can.
Let's have a look at the goal of the week then. Which one did you rate as a goal of the week, Ken?
I thought David Cooper's the free kick. Alex Holmes was very strong. He held off a good challenge and got the ball back into the back post region for Cooper to finish. I thought it was a good finish as well.
Would you agree with that, Nathan?
Yeah, definitely. It was a good header back in. I think that made the goal more than anything, yeah.
Do you think Chris Wass put him off a little bit?
He definitely did his best, but he showed good strength and a good leap to get the ball and keep it goalwards as well, instead of spraying it, I suppose, yeah.
So the goal of the week then is David Cooper's goal for South Hobart, which defeated Newtown Eagles 1-0. A very good header at the far post. Okay, let's have a look at the league tables then. Ken, what's the league table in the South looking like? You must be pretty happy.
Well, I'm very happy, Walter, because South Hobart head the table on 31 points, followed with Olympic on 29, Zebras on 28, so it's pretty tight at the top. And then Glenorchy Knights, who are winning now, and University, they come in with 23 points, Glenorchy Knights on 25. Clarence looking safe on 17, and as we've been talking, Newtown Eagles and Kingborough 12 points and 11 points, so it's very tight there for that third spot. And I do believe Metro on 7 and Taroon on 2 are going to be relegated.
Okay, Clarence went down 4-1 to Tilford Zebras today. Zebras are looking very good.
Zebras, without a doubt, for me, are the danger. I think they have the experience in their side. They won the championship last year, and a lot of these players were in that team. They're strong up front. They have variations up front with Croswell, Ricky Self, Young Lapolla, and especially Brazendale. I thought Brazendale was absolutely outstanding today, the way he stood his full back up and skipped past them and delivered quality service into the penalty box as well. So yeah, Tilford Zebras, they'll be thereabouts.
Now Nathan, you play for Newtown Eagles, but you study in the north of the state and you train in the north of the state. How do you see the table in the Northern Premier League? Pretty tight at the top.
Yeah, it's quite similar to down here actually. There's only 3 points separating the top 3 teams, which is exactly the same as down here. Devonport City are on top with 28 points, Northern Rangers with 27 close behind. Prospect Knights surprisingly up there with 25, and Burnie below them on 23. A bit of a gap to the bottom half of the table with Somerset on 18, Riverside Olympic on 13, and Launceston City, Launceston United both on 7 points, a bit of drift there, and Ulverston lacking on 1 point, unfortunately for them.
Nathan, you train with Launceston City, is that right?
Yep.
How do you find training methods? Do they vary between the north and the south?
Yeah, definitely. We do a lot of ball work. We start off with a ball and we finish with a ball. We don't do a lot of just sheer running. Up north, I've experienced a lot of running. Like Sav, the coach, likes to do a lot of shuttle work, and he likes to keep his players fit, and he does punish them with running if mistakes are made at training. Yeah.
Is it a disadvantage for you to sort of be training in the north of the state? You captain the side, you come down for games.
Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, I'd love to spend a lot more time with my fellow players at Eagles, but unfortunately, due to study, they don't offer it in Hobart, so I have to travel. But I suppose on the game day is what really counts, and I know a lot of them personally, so that helps a lot. We don't have a lot of new players at the club, so we're all really used to each other's ways, and that has helped a lot as well.
Now we have the North versus South game coming up. You're one of the squad for the South, Nathan. How do you think the South will go?
I think we've got some very good players in there. I think we should definitely be able to beat North, as we have done in the last few years. Yeah.
All right, well that's our show for tonight. Thank you very much, Ken, for co-hosting with me, and thank you for being our guest, Nathan.
Pleasure.
We'll just have a look at some of the spectator comments now from Friday night.
Who are you going for tonight?
Knights.
Knights. Why?
Because they're going to win.
Yeah. No particular hot boys or...
Well, one.
I'm very nice.
Metro.
Metro. Any reason?
I barrack for them. My son coaches the reserves.
I support Glenorchy Knights.
Glenorchy.
Yes.
Why is that?
I've been with Glenorchy Knights 50 years,
50. Wow.
since I came to Australia.
And who do you think's the best player tonight so far?
Igor. Igor's the best.
At the moment, Igor and Josh Fish are pretty much dominating the middle.
We've got quite a few good contributors tonight as well, so we're hopeful. 0-0 at half time, we're hopeful for the second half.